This are the truth and the myth about the distance of bugging and listening devices. The distance depends on many factors, and the most important are the height of the building, which is actually the most important factor, obstacles between the transmitter and receiver in urban areas, a straight line or as is called line of sight, the thickness of walls, the wall's composition, meaning the amount of metal inserted in the walls, reinforced concrete, metallic pipes, and so on. Also, the height of the target building, day or night, the receiver's position and sensitivity, nearby power transformers, nearby cell phone antennas, other nearby radio stations, transmitters or hidden repeaters, Wi-Fi repeaters. All those have influence on the distance. An example for a line of sight, and it means that the transmitter is concealed in the left high building, and it can be drawn an imaginative line between it and the left building, which is also a tall one. Here is an example for a line of sight from the ground floor, and it means that the transmitter is concealed in the left high building, and it can be drawn an imaginative line between it and the left building, which is also a tall one. Not bad, but the distance already drops a little bit. Here is an example for a line of sight from the ground floor to the second building grounds floor, and it can be drawn an imaginative line between buildings. But pay attention, the guy that conceals the transmitter must see the second ground floor, and the distance already drops much more. It may be less than 3/4 or even less. Example for a line of sight from the ground floor to the second building grounds floor, and there is a small obstruction between the two ground floors. But pay attention, the guy that conceals the transmitter cannot see the second ground floor, and the distance already drops even more. It may be less than 1/4 of the initial distance, or even less. This is the worst situation. There is no line of sight between the transmitter and receiver. The distance is the shortest one, no matter how much powerful is the transmitter or how much sensitive is the receiver. The distance is sometimes just a fraction of the real line of sight from the first clip. Therefore, dear customers, don't let sellers cheating you with promises. I saw imaginative distances on this site. There is even a seller who promises a distance of 5 kilometers or even more. Ask yourself, can you see from ground level a device at 5 kilometers? I bet you can't. Then, ask the seller about this. I bought from him a device, just for checking. From the 3rd floor, on open space, without obstructions, I barely received it from 500 meters. I laugh, as this seller has 100% feedback, so I assume that no one complains. Don't let be cheated, it is only up to you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and you'll always receive the most accurate information. Just click on the link and you'll be redirected to our site.